Hello and welcome to this presentation of Mobile2Xero. My name's Ara Martirossian. I'm going to show you how to improve your customer journey and corporate image using the Mobile2Xero application. The scenario that I'm going to cover is quite common in a lot of companies. In these companies, basically, customers place orders and those are satisfied by having a job sheet which details what needs to be done or a works order. And then after the work has been done, there's a need for a proof of delivery before an invoice is raised. Now, in a typical scenario, there are lots and lots of files involved. So, the job sheet or the works order might be in a PDF or a Word document or an Excel worksheet. The proof of delivery could be a piece of paper that needs to be signed and scanned and filed and so on. And of course, then that raises the invoice, which then normally gets emailed out nowadays in PDF format. So in short, the current system has lots of bits and pieces, lots of systems, lots of filing. And of course, that's only on your end. The customer then also has the same problem down at his end, because what they'll need to do is make sure those are all together in case there's a query of some kind further on down the line. The ideal scenario here is to be able to link everything in one app against the invoice. And that's what we're going to look at in a second. So there's no need to fill in to have a filing system, and it makes credit control and query resolution a lot more efficient, and it's much smoother customer journey from end to end. So let's have a look at this. So here's my iPad. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at that in a second. So let's just open up the app first. There's the app. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do a bit of work for Ara Martirossian Limited. And I'm going to create a new job sheet. Now, historically, this used to be a PDF document or a Word document, and people basically took this onto the job. And the scenario here is that I'm an engineer on site doing some boiler maintenance and what have you. So there are various different things that I need to test, various different things that I need to check, and having checked those things, I then need to get the customer to authorize that. So here we go, I've done my work, and what I now need to do is, in this particular case, I'm looking at a tab which is the job sheet or proof of delivery. I could the job sheet and the proof of delivery, but I could have the proof of delivery on its own. So you can have as many of these tabs as you want and turn all your paper documents into an iPad app. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sign as Fred. So there's Fred signing to say he's done the job. And then the client, who's Ara, is going to sign this to say, yeah, I'm happy with what Fred's done. And the final thing is the proof of delivery. Now, in the old days, you used to give people pieces of paper to sign or what have you. Nowadays, it's more common to have a photo proof of delivery. So if I click onto the camera button, I'm just going to take a photo of my keyboard. I'm going to use that as my proof of delivery. So that's that. Now, so this was a typical, and immediately, obviously, I've got that as proof of delivery as well because I've combined both of those. Now, this was an annual maintenance, so what I can then just do, say, right, so that was an annual service. I can save that, and what I can also do is put a note in here because the customers asked me to please send reminder in 6 months. Now, the idea is to have the system automatically help us with this. So by pressing that email proof of delivery job sheet, what that will do is it will send out the email, and it will also create an invoice in Xero with the details already attached. So there's no filing that's required. And we'll go and have a look at that in a minute. And also the other thing I can do is I can update the notes which said, let me know in 6 months' time. And that's now going to be done. So I've done all of those things on my iPad. And what I'm going to do is now actually open that up in Xero. And I'm going to do that in the Safari. So there we are. And log in. And that will then open up the actual invoice in the Xero accounting system for me. And there we are. So there's the annual service. And I can see the history. And the history says, yeah, please send me a reminder in 6 months' time. But most importantly, when I now send out the email to the customer will just get one email in which they will have the invoice, they'll have the job sheet, which is in PDF format. So it's a lot easier for me to manage for both credit control and any queries that may come up, and it's also a lot easier for them to manage from their end. So if we now go and have a look at both of those in my email application, okay, clear that out. There we are. So that's the one that's just been sent. There's the invoice for my annual service, and there's my Mobile2Xero form. Dead easy, all in one go, all in one app. Much, much easier and a much more professional corporate image. So thank you for your time and interest in Mobile2Xero and how it can help improve your customer journey and corporate image. Please feel free to contact me to discuss your requirements and also to arrange a free trial. Thank you.